Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 10. Pitch black outside right now. I am on my way to the first casino I am excited about today, ready to make some cash. One small problem, though. There's a winter storm coming in, and I am right in the middle of the transition point of rain to freezing rain to snow. Right now, there's a little cop on the side of the road waiting for us. Hello there. Alright, okay, no problem. Anyway, so about 100 miles out west of me right now is a huge winter storm that's bringing, like I said, both rain, freezing rain, and snow. So we just need to be on the positive side of it, right? We need to be above 32 degrees so we get the rain portion. Unfortunately, the temperature right now is exactly 32 degrees. So depending on the temperature of the air that's coming in is going to be the decider if we're getting, rain or snow or whatever. So it looks like the wind is coming from the south slightly, so we may be okay, but we'll see. It's going to be a little bit iffy here. It's going to affect me more coming home than going out, because really by the time that weather gets to the local area, I will already be inside casinos. And when I finally leave is going to be when I find out if there's a problem or not. So no big deal. Right now it doesn't affect us. We're aware of what's going on, and we know how to drive slow if we need to. We know how to take back roads if we need to. We've been through this before. I remember last year there was a huge winter storm, and over I was thinking, should I turn around? What should I do? And there were cars littered all over the highway. There were tow trucks pulling people out of ditches and stuff. But I think we made money that day, so we're here to make money. We're on our way, and I'll let you know how things go. Right now, I am just under 2 hours away from my first spot. So when I get there, I'll come back and I'll update you. Oh, real quick, for the week right now, I know I've had some short days and some weird issues. I'm only about 900 away from the weekly goal, so pending no major setbacks today, I should be able to get to the weekly goal. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So when I got to this casino, I knew I had about 40 minutes before my first meeting, and that's a lot of time. So I took my time, went through, and I started checking machines. Now, first thing, I realized that last night I had all those chips, and I have like a little bag that I carry all my players' cards in, and I decided to put my chips in there so that it would just be easy to control them and know where they were. So I took that bag in the house, put it in the closet, took the chips out of it, and made sure they were all there, combined them with my other chips, and this morning got dressed, went to the closet, got my money, got my chips, and left the house. And I forgot my players' cards, which is not terrible because I don't really use them much. But there's one casino card that I needed today, and that was for this casino. And this casino, I only play slots. Even though they have blackjack this early in the morning, it's not a good game, and they really can't take heavy betting. So I try to stay away from it. Anyway, so I walk in, I check the most obvious machines, I find nothing. And I decide before I go do the hard ones that no one really knows, I'm going to go get a player's card. I go to get the player's card, and the cashier is all about, oh, did you hear about the storm that's coming? It's going to be dead in here today. Everyone's so scared of this big storm. I'm like, yeah, on my way here, I was checking the map, and it seems like it's kind of breaking up. So I don't know if we're going to get much at all. As I'm saying this, there's a very, very, very light flurry going on right now. It's 34 degrees, so chances are if we end up getting more than this light flurry that's going to melt immediately, that it's going to be a little bit of rain, but we'll see what happens. So I walk around, I see pretty much nothing. There's one newer machine that I'm still getting the hang of, and I have a pretty decent idea of when to get involved. And there's 3 of them. There are 4 of them, but one of them's broken. There's 3 of them active. I check one, another one has someone on it, and the third one has a chair leaned over, which means someone's coming back. Okay, no problem. I continue on my journey. I find one machine to play, and I lose $2 on that one. Fine. Come back around, and the chair is not leaned over anymore. I saw a slot lady walking around, and they frown on people leaning chairs like that because they're afraid someone's going to trip over the leg of the chair. So I'm not sure if she put the chair down, but when I walked up, the chair was down. So I sat at that machine and I found a play at $8 a spin, and so I had $30 in free play. So $30, I put that in there, and I put $300 in cash in there. And I went through my free play. You know how fast it goes at $8 a spin. It's 3 spins. So I went through that and about $20 more of the 300, and it hit. So quick hit. Lots of times a quick hit also means a smaller payout because it hasn't built up as much, but it actually was pretty decent. And that's the only machine that I played other than the one I lost $2 on, and I ended my session ahead $222. So the thing is, though, my meeting's not until 9:30, and right now it is 9:11. So I was in and out of there so quickly because most of the machines were already checked and marked by somebody, so I knew I wasn't going to find anything. So I checked some of the lesser known machines, and there was nothing there, so I decided just to move on. And so right now my hope is that the first meeting is definitely going to go the full 30 minutes. The second meeting may only be about 15 or 20 minutes. If that's so, then I'll only be in the parking lot for maybe 15 minutes before I can go into my next casino. So we'll see what happens. A lot of my trips are 2 or 3 hours one direction, and then there's a clump of casinos, 3, 4, 2 casinos, and then it's an hour or 2, and then 2, 3 casinos. So let's see what else is going on. I guess that's it for right now. Gonna let you go through these meetings, and then I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am 5 minutes away from the next casino. Just finished my first meeting, and it was the same people as the second meeting, so I kind of pushed the agenda of the second meeting in that meeting, and we're able to cancel the second one. So I am pulling into the casino nice and early. Now, I have a lot of chips for this casino as well, so I've got about 5,000 in chips. No, more than that. I've got about 9,000 in chips, so I'm going to pull in, cash a few thousand, then go play some blackjack, and then try to catch some more on my way out, get a few slots in today, and then move on from here. So as I was pulling into the city, there were digital signs that warned of a winter storm coming in, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll blow through without any issues. Alright, letting you go for now, and I'll be back after I play. I forgot to mention something yesterday. While I was at that casino playing that long session, a supervisor, I guess he's a new supervisor, walked by the table, and he had his flashlight on his iPhone, which makes me think that maybe it was actually his camera light. So I was worried that maybe he was taking video or pictures of me. But, they got 8 million cameras in there. If they wanted to do that, they would do it without it. So we'll see what happens next time I pull in there, if there's an issue or not. Hopefully not. But Anyway, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So I went into that casino, cashed out some chips right away, then looked at some slots. Once I knew there was nothing there, then I went and cashed out some chips. I could tell someone was just there. That's like the worst sinking feeling, that everything is still marked. No one has even, put $1 in the machine since someone else looked at it. But I went and played some blackjack after cashing out chips. I was back there for about 45 minutes. It was a lot of neutral counts. Never really got my bet above $200. Neutral and negative, basically. And, really nothing spectacular to talk about. My last hand was kind of an interesting hand. I had an 18 against a dealer 2, and of course I stay, and the dealer gets an ace, 10, something like that, for like a 26, however that comes out to, 3 aces or 4 aces, and busted, and that was the last hand I played. But my low for the session was minus 1100. My high for the session was plus 500, and I actually won that last hand, put me up 500, and the shoe ended, and that's when I left. So plus 500 on the blackjack. Unfortunately, couldn't find any plays on the slots, and I'm moving on. Right now the wind is picking up, but the temperature is also going up, so that winter storm really may not materialize here. Let me look at the radar and see what's going on. It looks like home is going to get hit pretty hard in about half an hour, but it looks like this area is going to get missed. So I think the trip home will be a bad one by the looks of the way the radar is now. Tremendous storm coming through, but it looks like it's going to miss where I am right now, or only have a few flurries. So we'll be fine. We'll survive through this portion and make some money first, and then we'll worry about getting home. And we can always stop somewhere if we need to. We can get a room somewhere. We can slow down. We'll figure it out. So, all right, letting you go for now. Moving on to the next casino, and I'll be back to update you. Okay, guys, I'm back. I did a lot in there, but didn't make a lot. When I first walked in, I saw a slot machine and sit down and played that through. It was a decent play, and ended up only making like $2.75. And then I push cash out, and it jams up the machine, and I'm sitting there for 15 minutes waiting for someone to come cash me out. So finally someone came over and printed out my Tito slip, and I kept on walking around, found another play, played that through and lost about $45. Found another one, lost about $15. Then I went back to the high limit blackjack. Really couldn't find anywhere to sit down. Finally found a table to sit at, and played there for a little while. Pretty inconsequential, not a lot of stories to tell on that. Pretty plain session. Ended that session. I had exactly 500 as well. So plus 500 on the blackjack. Then I go back to slots and play a few other things, and now I'm getting killed. Now I'm down about 275, and I'm betting low limit stuff. Kept on playing and finally finished one play ahead, 20 cents. So plus 20 cents for the slots, plus 500 for the blackjack. And I saw the cousin of the lady I told you about yesterday, and not in the same place, obviously, because she probably wouldn't go there anymore, but I saw her cousin, and I said, "Hey, is that your cousin in so-and-so city?" And she said, "Yeah, I said, "I thought that was her." And she said that she was just angry. She didn't spit. They never said that she spit. And the pit boss laughed at her because she was going off because she was losing. And she yelled at the pit boss. The pit boss called security. And she said, "I'll just leave. I don't have to stay here." And security tackles her. It's like, this is getting exciting now. Security tackles her. This lady is a no-nonsense lady. She's a short lady, but got a lot of spunk and a lot of energy. And she starts fighting security. She's got bruises all up and down her arm. The police is called. I'm like, this is awesome. What a story. The police come over. They watch the video, and they determined that she did nothing wrong, that the casino did something wrong, and the casino is liable. And they do a police report and all that stuff. And on top of that, when security tackles this lady, her phone falls on the floor. It dials someone in their family, and she has her phone set to automatically record phone calls. So the whole phone call was recorded of the struggle and her saying, "I just want to get out of here," and all that kind of stuff. And all that stuff happened. You know, that casino never told me any of this stuff. Of course they wouldn't, but and so she went to a lawyer already, and the lawyer said that the minimum that she's going to get from the casino is going to be $250K, which is like amazing. I'm like, you could tackle me for $250K. You can punch me in the gut, you know, for $250,000. So, yeah, I'm actually glad to hear that the police determined that it wasn't her fault, that she did nothing wrong. You know, and they saw in the video that she was leaving when she was tackled, so there's no excuse for that. Now you're talking about false imprisonment and all that. And she said that the security had handcuffs. I didn't know that security for casinos had handcuffs, so that's interesting. But I just pulled into another casino. I'm sorry, I got to let you go here. I'd love to keep talking with you, but I'll be back and update you shortly. All right, guys, just thinking back here, when I talked to that lady months ago, I had told her that I had my phone set to record phone calls. So I'm not sure if that's why she did it, because she never mentioned that hers did, but her cousin said that her phone automatically records phone calls now. So maybe it was something I told her to do that triggered that, because you know, with having rental properties and things like that, sometimes people say things, and you know, you might want to keep the evidence. So yeah, that's very interesting that it recorded that, and I wonder if that's the reason why, because I told her that it's good to have that kind of evidence whenever you need it. Anyway, next time I see her, I will ask her. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back. Had a kind of a short trip there, but just circumstances. Walked into this place, looked at slot machines, found 0.0, and so decided to go play some blackjack tables. One of them had half a shoe already dealt, and the other one was ready to go. So I sit down there, start playing, and I'm pretty much just pushing most hands. A lot of double downs that got pushed, and just kind of treaded water there for a while. Today's really kind of a boring day compared to the last week or 10 days, because those were some enormous swings up and down, and today's just a little bit different. Just very plain, you know, not much action going on. Anyway, I played there for a while and ended up leaving the table ahead 550, and then moved on to the slots again and looked around a little bit. And after I was done with my first lap, I was down 81 cents. So I took one more lap. I have a little bit of time here, so it took one more lap and picked up a little bit and ended the slot session ahead $4. So this is what I'm talking about. You know, you never know which skill you're going to need, and having multiple skills is important. Today, I wouldn't have done well at all if it was just slots. I would have made like $200. And a couple weeks ago, if it was just blackjack, I would have gotten slaughtered. But slots came through for me, you know, thousands of dollars for the week. So it's good to learn multiple skills. So overall, ended the session. I had $5.50 on the blackjack, plus $4 on the slots. And right now, I am going to go get something to eat. And I'm actually happy because it's still within the reasonable time for lunch. It's not dinner time yet. You know, I used to be a lot better about eating well, and I need to get back on it too. I'm thinking about maybe just doing some chicken breast, getting them ready overnight, and then just having chicken breast and like salsa or something like that. That's something easy and good. I like to put a nice char on the chicken breast, and I think that would be good. It would be good for me, and probably help lose. I need to lose probably a few pounds. So anyway, right now heading out to grab some food, and then we're going to move on to our next casino. All right, guys, I am back. That was really good food. Enjoyed that. I really needed that. Just looking at the radar right now as I'm heading off to the next spot, and I see that I'm right on the edge of the storm, and from here on there's going to be no avoiding it. So the only thing I can hope for is that a lot of it is going to be just light snow until I get far enough to where I reach the rain. So it's definitely going to dump some snow, and there's definitely going to be a lot of rain, but hopefully I can get far enough. I think I'm still going to be about 2.5 hours from home before I get to the point where it's going to be pretty bad weather. So just going to do our best here. Right now, heading off to the next casino. I am pretty much on fumes, so I'll need to stop and get some gas. Let me see. I got to look for a mile marker, see where I am. Because you do enough of these trips and you start to know where all the good places are to stop. Okay, all right. I see where I am. Right now it's snow flurries. Temperature still in the 30s, and I think the temperature is going to continue to rise, so probably going to end up with a lot of rain. Letting you go from now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, I am 5 miles away from the next casino. Temperature has fallen from 39 degrees to 32 degrees. It is snowing so hard that I am doing 45 miles an hour on the highway. Traffic is just slowing down more and more, and visibility is just terrible right now. All of a sudden, I mean, I knew it was coming, but getting into the slow lane here, just going to take my time and get to the next casino. Luckily, there's a parking garage at the next casino. Going to go in there, smack them around a little bit, steal their wallet, and then come out to the car and report to you. But this is just absolutely crazy. I can see the car in front of me, which is about 75 feet in front of me, but I can't see the one in front of that one. So, and there's already accumulation on the roads, so it must be a little bit colder than 32, but yeah, it's very slick right now, so things change very quickly. I'm going to hop in this parking garage, go in and play some slots, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back in winter wonderland here right now. Snow continues to accumulate on the ground, and the roads are getting worse and worse. Now, we've known about this storm for days, so I don't understand why there's nobody out cleaning the roads at rush hour time. I don't get it. So right now I am on the ramp getting back on the highway. I'm not really sure what to expect here, but I am almost 200 miles away from home, and it's looking pretty bad here on the highway. All right, well, let me go over my last casino here and how it went. I walk in, and I was really surprised that it was a lot busier than I thought it would be. It seemed like it was going to be dead, And in fact, one of the dealers today told me, as soon as you leave, I'll probably be standing around for the rest of the day because of the storm coming in. And it seems like it was just the opposite. Nobody was afraid of the storm, or they're all going to hide out in the casino. So it was very busy in there. I did see 3 or 4 people checking machines that I didn't know, and just kind of keep an eye on them, see who they are, what they're up to, and how much they know. And I played, I don't even remember what I played now. Oh, yeah, I played one machine. Okay, I can't remember what the first machine I played was, but I lost about $30 on, oh, I do. I lost about $30 on it. And then I moved on, and for a long time I couldn't find anything. And then I went to a back corner where they moved some machines that I used to check, and I still go back there because some customers do still go all the way back there for some reason and put money in and get it all lined up for me so I can pick it up every week. Played a machine back there for just a minute and got that money back plus another $73, and really that was pretty much it. I did do a lot of walking in there, a lot of searching, because I figured the longer I waited, the better the roads were going to get, because there should be someone out cleaning the roads, but I was mistaken. So right now, I ended up ahead $73 for the session. I left the casino. I'm heading toward home. Right now I'm doing 40 miles an hour on the highway, and at this rate, I should be home by, I don't know, Monday. I'm going so slow right now, and slowing down, so I don't know how long it's going to be. The GPS is saying, well, GPS still has everything at full speed, so I can't really tell by that, but I would add probably 40% to my time. So just going to take it slow and head toward home. Yeah, I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. So still continuing my trip here. The roads are pretty dangerous right now. Lowered my speed, and even trying to just change lanes, you start sliding. I've got my transmission set to snow, and these semis are passing me, which is just crazy. As bad as the roads are, that semis are passing me, but go ahead, pal. Wow. I've seen a lot of cars off the road, at least 2 or 3 cars that have hit fences off the road, multiple accidents, tow trucks, semi-trucks that are pulled over to the side of the road, police cars trying to slow people down, and then we've got 18-wheelers like this just flying by me. So anyway, all right, so moving on here, just want to go over what to expect here. The next episode is a big milestone episode. I would love for that milestone to go along with a different milestone. So I've got 2 big milestones coming up. I don't think I'm going to quite make it. One of them is earnings milestone. I think I'm going to be just short of that at this episode, which I was hoping to achieve that goal by the time I got to this episode. Unfortunately, the episode, unless I decide to go somewhere Sunday night, the episode will be Monday or Tuesday, and I may not have a lot of exciting stuff going on. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to get some more statistics ready to go for you if you're into that kind of stuff, and we'll kind of go over all that. So right now I am still over an hour away from home, and just trying to make it there safely. So I'll be back in a minute to update you. Alright guys, I am getting really close now. I am 26 miles away from home. Slowing down even more. Cars in front of me with their hazard lights on, but I think I'm in the home stretch here. I think I'm going to be all right. Yeah, everything should be okay. I'll just take it slow the rest of the way, continue on. You know, I appreciate all you guys. I see you guys at the casinos, and a lot of you know who I am, especially by my voice. And I've met a lot of incredible people, and I want you to know I learn a lot from you, just like you learn from me, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.